So as you can see, I'm changing things up a little bit. Hey guys, welcome back to the DrCliffAuD vlog. This is vlog number 192, and as you can see, I am in a completely different studio right now that I've been developing for the past several months at this point. So you're probably wondering, like, Cliff, why are you doing this? You have a studio space already that has your gray background. You even have the opposite side of that, which is the acoustic tiles on the wall. And then I also have my vlog corner that I do content in. I have my corner that I've designed for hearingloss.com content. And then Dr. Rachel Cook, she films on a different background wall as well. And, you know, I just really decided that I wanted to do things a little bit differently. And as you can see, the aesthetic of this particular setup is completely different than my other studio spaces. I think this makes studio space like number 5 or something like that. But nevertheless, my intent with this space is to record some of my structured videos, my 5 to 7 minute long videos. But as you can see here, I'm actually sitting down in a chair as I'm doing this, and I'm hoping that that doesn't take away from some of the visual aesthetic of me actually standing in front of the camera. And as well as you can see, I have this black glass top desk in front of me as well for me to kind of like rest my arms on and put stuff on, which is different than me just moving my hands. Of course, I can sit back from the desk here a little bit and still give you kind of that movement inside of the videos. I'm a little worried that it might take away from some of the energy that comes with my videos, but it also comes with some of the positives. A lot of people do not like that I do so much hand movement, and some people don't like that I seem to like bounce when I'm standing in my standing videos, so we'll see if this actually improves anything. So let me kind of explain what we're looking at here. The walls behind me, those are actually gray walls. It's actually the same color that I have in my original studio with that gray background. But as you can see, I have a light back here that's actually a blue light that's kind of giving a different look to the walls. Now I could actually change this color here. Let's do that right now. See, I can go to any color pretty much that I want to. Just regular white color. Let's see. Make it brighter, red, green, and then get back onto the blue. But as you guys know, blue is my favorite color. It is kind of the color of the Dr. Cliff channel. So the next thing is, and actually, if you can't tell, I'm shooting this into a corner. This is another bedroom space right here. And since we get, you know, almost no visitors over the course of the year using our guest bedrooms, I'm like, well, shoot, I'm just gonna start turning them all into recording studios because this is what I do with my time. Nevertheless, you guys can see the logo that I have up here on the wall, the DRC logo. I do not have the Dr. Cliff underneath it, but this is the logo that essentially we asked all of you, all the viewers, which logos you like the best. And after several different rounds of voting, this is the one that we landed on. And I actually had it turned into an aluminum sign that comes out about an inch or so, maybe a half inch from the wall to give it a little bit of a 3D effect. I think that is pretty cool. Of course, I have this little hutch thing, this console thing over here. I decided to go black and make this a little bit of a darker set compared to my other set that has black walls, but like white accent furniture in it that's at the studio that I usually record these vlogs in. And of course I have my silver play button over here. I actually have, you guys probably can't see this because I actually figured out how to use my Sony FX3 camera to get really good depth of field, but this basically is my hearing up hat that I have over here as decoration, although I might need to reconsider that because I can virtually guarantee that when this camera is focused on me, you cannot make out what that actually says. And then we have this little ear I guess, painting behind me. So I actually ordered a different image to put above that console. I actually ordered an image of outer hair cells from a scanning electron microscope. And the problem I had with it is that the resolution of it wasn't spectacular. Not that it really needs to have a good resolution because that is somewhat faded because of the depth of field that we have with this particular camera. But no one would freaking know what it is. I'm like, well, this is stupid. I should probably return this and get something that people actually know what it is. So I found this really cool picture of an ear. So now we have basically a digital ear behind me over on that side. So I think it ended up turning out pretty good. The other thing that you might notice here is that we have this microphone. So this is one of the Shure SM7B microphones that we had inside of the podcast studio, but we decided to go with lapel microphones as we're rolling out the new Dr. Cliff show. We're starting to actually publish those here within the next couple of weeks, so keep your eye out for the clips from the Dr. Cliff show as well as the full episodes. We are doing pre-recorded of those, and they're pretty long shows. I think that the shortest one that we've had so far that we've recorded is about 45 minutes long. Most of them are about an hour or so. But really good content. I think you guys are going to enjoy that even more than the original Dr. Cliff show that we launched live last year. But back to the microphone. So I actually have this microphone set up, but I'm not using it right now. As you can tell, I am using a lapel microphone. I actually forgot my recorder that can actually hook up this XLR cable, and so I only really have the ability to record off of a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, which is why I'm still using the lapel microphone right now. I have not even tested to see what this sounds like with me talking to the camera like this, so here in the next week or so, I'm gonna have to troubleshoot that. I actually recorded a video in here last night, a review video for the new Resound Nexia hearing aids, and I had this set up in it, but I couldn't use it. I actually had to use the lapel microphone, but don't tell anybody, okay? That will be our little secret. Nevertheless, this is actually a standing desk. I can raise it and lower it. Let's see if I can do that right here without messing anything up. There we go. So I could change this up a little bit. I could do more of a standing video as well with having this desk in front of me, and then have the angle of the camera come down a little bit so you can still see everything in the background. But I don't know. I'd like to know what you guys think about this particular setup. If you like it, if you think that it's too YouTuber-y, because my editor's like, wow, that is like definitely the trend right now with YouTubers, is to have some kind of a layout like this. But if I'm being honest, I feel like as time has gone on, I've gotten a lot better with setting up my videos and setting up my studio spaces and figuring out the lighting to make the visual a lot better. Like I said, you know, I might be one of the palest people that you've ever met, but you probably don't know it because of the lighting stuff that I do. I make the lighting make it look like I'm not as stark white as I really am. But you know, I think it's been fun to try to set up different spaces and kind of reinvent the visual aesthetic of the videos. What I'm hoping is that the creative side is not going to change. So the content side rather. So the information that I give off, regardless of the studio space that I'm in, is going to be the same. I hope. I don't plan on changing the quality of the video content that I'm putting out. Just the visual of it might be a little bit different. But like I said, I'd really like to know what you guys think of this particular studio space, and then pay attention to the videos that I'm going to be pushing out here over the course of the next month and beyond. And let me know if you feel like the videos are losing some of their quality because of the different dynamic of having me sit and all of that. I am a little bit nervous about the audio too, because I tend to move around a lot in my videos. Maybe the chair will keep me more stationary, and we'll see how this particular microphone works. If it doesn't work well, I might just get rid of it and go back to lapel microphone entirely. So definitely judge me here in these future videos based on audio quality, because the one thing that is unacceptable when you're an audiologist creating content is having bad audio quality. But all of that said, I hope you've enjoyed this particular vlog. I do not intend on making my vlogs in this space. I just wanted to show this space here to you today. I do like making my vlogs over in the other studio that has the black background with the white light in it. So I'm gonna probably continue to do that unless I find myself in a position where I'm I can't make it to that studio to record my vlog content, and then we'll see what happens. But it's been a long time since I've recorded a vlog with my acoustic tile background wall. I want to say it's been months since I've done that, because I really like the feel of kind of sitting down in that other studio that has my favorite quote up on the wall. And yeah, so that is it for this particular video, guys. If you liked it, make sure that you hit that like button. And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button with notification bell as well, so you get notified every single time I publish one of these new videos. And as always, I will see you next week.